Thoroughbred Association is working with you to ensure a vibrant horse racing community. Shared stories call for a united voice. That's COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. So whether you're first, last, or somewhere in between, we've got your back. With insurance, benefits, free lifetime memberships, and more. COSA. Follow our stories on social and check out the process at cosaonline.com.
Love horse racing? HPIBet.com is Canada's leader in online horse betting. Access thousands of live races from hundreds of tracks worldwide instantly. Enjoy the most advanced betting tools like AI Smart Picks and exclusive cashback rewards you won't get anywhere else. Join today and get up to $100 in free bets. Get the ultimate horse betting experience with HPIBet.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario's half-mile harness racing action. Sugar Doyle with you from the Eye on London sky with the weather conditions and the changes for this evening's card. Racing officials say fast and dry to start things up tonight. Temperature outside 7 Fahrenheit, that being minus 14 degrees Celsius. Very little wind to be speaking of here. The flags are almost at a standstill on the infield. So again, minus 14 Celsius, 7 Fahrenheit. And fast and dry conditions for our 10 race card this evening. A number of weather-related scratches on this evening's program. The changes are coming right up. Stand by. Race number 1 will begin the very popular Pick 5 play. Guaranteed pool, $7,500. Scratch in the opener. The judges scratch for number 2, St. Led's Mischief. Scratching number 2 from the opener. It's Trotters for race number 2 of 10. In the second race, a judge's scratch for 3. He's a big deal. The driver for 6, Willie Strike, make it Sam Filion. Sam Filion now listed for 6, Willie Strike. In race 2, the 3 came out. Third race, group of Pacers, scratching the 6, Crazily. Number 7, Toretto, switching to the blind bridle. Scratch the 6. And put a blind bridle on 7 in this evening's third. Back on the trot for race number 4, a judge's scratch of 3, Dealin' Double. Number 3 comes out of race number 4. Race 5, pacing event, the 4, Greystone Cheeto, switching to the Pelling Pacifier. Number 7, Lazar Mania, has scratched. Scratched the 7 and put a Pelling Pacifier on 4 in race number 5, the early Super High 5 Opportunity. Back half of this Monday night program begins in race 6. It's the late pick 5 starting up in race 6, scratching 6, Jim and Percy. Again, mostly weather-related scratches on tonight's card. Scratch the 6, Jim and Percy from race 6. Race number 7, trotting event to start up the late pick 4. Scratch the 1, Deembo. That one a scratch 6 tonight. Number 2, Lucky Rascal. Shoeing change, aluminum to steel in behind for the 2, Lucky Rascal. Inheriting the rail now in race 7. Again, the opening leg of a late pick 4. Number of scratches in race number 8, the trotting event. Scratches cutting the field in half here. Scratch the 3, Should Have Known Better. 4, Playful Elegance. 6, Monteverdi. And the 8, Top of the Bar. All judges scratching from race 8. 3, 4, 6, and 8. The 9 will not be starting. Remove 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9 from race 8. Now a reduced field of 4 to start up a pick 3 play. Ninth race, our top-class trotting event, is Preferred Trotters for the $12,000 purse. And it's a scratch of 5 Bucktober. Judges scratch the 5 Bucktober in race number 9. And then our 10th and final trotting finale, scratching the 1 April Duford and the 4 Stonebridge Zeus, both judges scratches, weather related. I'm assuming for many of the scratches this evening, 1 and 4 have come out of race number 10, still the super high 5 in play on that field of 6. So we've got you up to speed thus far on the changes for tonight's 10-dash card. Any more come along my way, I'll be passing them along. Again, it's fast and dry conditions. Flags are pretty much at a standstill on the infield. We'll take a short break now. We'll come back and we'll set up the early pick 5 play with some ticket ideas, courtesy of yours truly and Robert Reed Jr. Lots more to come on this Monday evening in London. Stick around.
In harness racing, there are options when it comes to owning a standardbred racehorse. You can own the entire horse, or you can share the horse with a few partners, or you can share with a lot of partners in a fractional ownership stable. Whatever option you choose, you'll find the experience of owning a racehorse connects people to horses and to one another in truly remarkable and sometimes unexpected ways. To learn more about standardbred racehorse ownership in Ontario, reach out to connect with someone who can help you get started on your journey.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. You're watching the Raceway at Western Fair District. Sugar Doyle with you from the eye in the London sky. One thing that amazed me when I come up on the roof this evening, and even just about 5 o'clock, I stepped outside in the grandstand. The days are getting much longer here in the Forest City of Ontario. We're coming in off a cancel from Friday night. It got mild. Like in the span of 36 hours, it went from -20 here to +1, and that affected the track condition for Friday night. A cancel went in play, but we're good to go tonight. A little cooler, -14 Celsius, about 7 Fahrenheit. A 0 wind, though. The flags are pretty much at a standstill on the infield. Fast and dry conditions, say the racing officials, to start up this evening's action, though. Keep in mind, when wagering on our race card tonight, wager early to avoid the disappointment of being shut out. Horses won't be on the track all that long. They'll post parade and maybe get a brief score down and head directly to the starting gate. So there's not going to be a whole lot of time for the horses following the post parade being out on track. You'll have to wager early throughout the night. Cooler temperatures. We don't need the horses and drivers out there all that long between the post parade and going to the starting gate. So that in mind, let's get a look at some pick 5 ticket ideas. $7,500 guaranteed pool, starting up in race number 1. And we'll get a look at these ticket ideas right here, right now. The opening leg, then the 2 came out, so that leaves me going with the 1, 3, 4, and 6. We've got Keystone Taz with a rail advantage. Odds on kickoff. Appears to be facing easier. Gets some pretty good gate speed to work with there. Lauren House for trainer Pat Bissett with the 3 odds on kickoff in the opener. We'll also try the 4 Parsons. Going out for trainer Tess Waxman, Alfie Carroll catch driving the 4 Parsons in race number 1. And then we'll also include the 6 Burlesque Sealster. Garrett Rooney gets the call to drive that one tonight. Over to race number 2, the trotting event. Lunar Halo. Alfie Carroll on board. That one's been closing up very strong. The last couple of starts there, 3-year-old colt son of Archangel looking for that maiden victory for Team Carroll. A rail advantage in race number 2. We'll also try the 4 HA Code Red, the 5 Road Promises, who will be trying for 4 wins in a row. So that Holiday Road filly getting things off on the right foot here was a winner, strong winner on New Year's Eve, and has gone 2 for 2 in this 2025 season. A really nice filly for the Horners. Road Promises at a post 5. Mike Horner driving in race number 2. The third race, we're going to single up the 4. Just Ask Joe. Here's another one that is class dropping tonight. Plenty of gate speed to work with. I don't think I've ever seen Just Ask Joe in this easy in his young racing career. 4-year-old stallion, son of Your Nemesis, out of one that knew her way to the winner's circle big time here, and that being Zipcar. Zipcar, the daughter of Royal Majesty, certainly knew her way to the winner's circle. Just Ask Joe was our rookie pacer of the year a couple of seasons back. So Just Ask Joe gets a big shot to be the single in race number 3. He can respond with a victory on the class drop. 4th race, we went 1, 2, and 5. We're using Teasing on the Rail, Living at Large next door, and then Verla Kemp is back with us from the big track of Woodbine Mohawk Park. On the end of it, the 5th race, Greystone Cheeto, and the 5, L'Argent Lightspeed. Both appear to be strong players in that high 5 opportunity. Race number 5, using 4 and 5 on the end of the pick 5 play. So Robert Reed Jr. Returns with us to the broadcast tomorrow evening, scheduled to go live racing at 5:50 again tomorrow, Tuesday night. Robert Reed Jr., friend of the show, of course, and will be joining us for the broadcast commentary remotely for tomorrow evening's race card. So Robert in the opener. He's gone to the 1 and 3. Keystone Taz, an odds-on kickoff. Could be the lineup here in race number 1. They've both got some really good gate speed. So Robert electing to go 1-3 to start things up. The second race, he's using 1, Lunar Halo, and the 5, Road Promises. I like the chances for both of those. We're using the 1, 4, and 5 in race number 3. So he's touring. Just ask Joe. Dark Side of Wicket. 3 of them for Robert in the third. His single on this pick 5 sequence happens to be 2, Living at Large. Loves the chances for Lauren House to get the job done with 2 in race number 4. And Robert goes deep on the end of things. This final leg of the pick 5 play, he went Katie's Delight at a post 2, Rockin' Pebbles the 3, a Greystone Cheeto 4, and the 5, Large on Lightspeed 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the end. For Robert Reed Jr., it's the pick 5 play. These ticket ideas brought to you by Abode Home Comfort. We'll see them on Post Parade shortly. And again, keep in mind when wagering on tonight's program throughout the evening, we have shortened up the time between the Post Parade and going to the gate. They're going to Post Parade, maybe a brief score down for some, but go directly to the starting gate following that due to the cooler temperatures outside. But again, the flags, they are at a standstill. No breeze in the air, though it is cooler, minus 14 Celsius, 7 Fahrenheit. Best of luck to all racing and playing tonight in London. Here are your pacers on parade for race number 1 of 10. A group of $8,000 claimers on the pace. Number 1, Keystone Taz, racing for owner-trainer Riley Simpson. Austin Sorey stays on. 2 was scratched. Number 3, Odds on Kickoff. The heavy favorite all along here right now at 3-5 for Tanya Lawson, the trainer Pat Bissett, Lauren House. Next on parade is the 4 Parsons, a racing for Triple S Equine. Trainers Tess Waxman, Alfie Carroll catch driving. Then 5, Miramichi David, Paul McKenzie on board for owner-trainer Daryl Vleeming. A Burlesque Sealster 6, Garrett Rooney. Poddits for owner-trainer Sheldon Rose. And then it's an outside chance for 7, Kincaid Sealster, all by Mark Lasso. Another one for trainer Daryl Vleeming. Jay Harris gets the call to drive. Reduced field of 6 then in the opener. Exactor, Try, Superfecta, the Daily Double, and the very popular Pick 5 play. Starting things up. Good luck. So here's that 3, Odds on Kickoff. Finds a great spot here. It's a class drop, and there is tons of gate speed to work with. If he gets any kind of a breather on the front end throughout the mile, be very tough to take down here. The players are on him heavy at 2-5. Again, he likely be the speed in here, and he is facing easier. The Pick 5 must play right there in number 3, Odds on Kickoff. Less than 2 minutes. How about the 1, Keystone Taz, rail advantage again after trying to go all the way last time out, just missing, finishing second with Austin Sorey on board for Simpson. 7-2, second choice here, less than a minute. Race 1, London, gates moving. $8,000 claimers on the pace, starting things up on this Monday evening in London. Heavy favorite continues to be 3, Odds on Kickoff. Could kickstart this Pick 5 play. There is still time. You'd have to hurry. So Keystone Taz, Odds on Kickoff, Parsons, Miramichi David, Burlesque Sealster, and Kincaid Sealster. Those are your 6, all on gate. Picking up speed. Here they come. Off and pacing. Odds on Kickoff. The earliest leader away in second. Keystone Taz. Sliding into third was a Burlesque Sealster. Then away in fourth, we got Parsons. That comes ahead of Miramichi David, the earliest trailer, Kincaid Sealster. Bending through the opening turn and already appearing to be large and in charge here. Odds on Kickoff closed up as the heaviest hitter at 1-5. Tracking second, Keystone Taz. And then a 10-1. Burlesque Sealster looks at it from third, a gap of 3.5 to Parsons. Lagging fourth, Miramichi David on hold in fifth, gapped off trailing was Kincaid Sealster. Just 30-3, the opening quarter mile over the fast and dry conditions here, and still leading unchallenged. Odds on Kickoff getting tons of the front end respect here in London. Keystone Taz continues to follow along in second, still third. Burlesque Sealster switching spots to go from fifth to fourth. That was Miramichi David. Parsons. Tight Carroll lines in fifth, trailing 6. Kincaid Seals the half was up in 2. And they're on towards the 5/8 now. Odds on kickoff. Still maintaining an easy lead here. Keystone Taz continues to follow along. Miramichi David underway. Has taken third best on the outside for McKenzie. A fourth and in. A bit of a shuffle there for Burlesque Sealster. Parsons trying for some motivation there out of fifth. And sixth, switching wide, Kincaid Sealster over to 3/4 and 132 and 4. Odds on kickoff, yet to face a challenger, trying to inch closer on the outside is Miramichi David. Saving ground, trying to come back for that deuce is Keystone Taz. Another one saving ground is Parsons into the stretch day turn. Odds on kickoff, looking good to go here in this evening's opener. Odds on kickoff, wires them up here. Second best for Keystone Taz. Parsons was pushing on through to be third, and then Kincaid Seals, it is, rounding out the superfecta 2, 3, and 4. Odds on kickoff. The number 3 odds on kickoff, as good as advertised here. The heavy favorite wins over 1, Keystone Taz. Then Parsons, the 4, finishes third, longest shot. 7, Kincaid Sealster, rounds out a superfecta. 3, 1, 4, 7, unofficial. It's a pretty good looking lineup for driver Lauren House tonight. He start things up in the right spot tonight. Race number 1. It's the winner's circle for odds on kickoff. 5-year-old. A stallion son of Heston Blue Chip out of odds on Key West by Some Beach Somewhere. Owned by Tanya Lawson of Seaforth. Pat Bissett trained and Lauren House driven to win. Gate to wire tonight 2, 3, and 4. Odds on kickoff. Starting things up. Congratulations. Race number 1 going official. 270 on the nose for odds on kickoff. Exactor came back at 340. Dollar try 410. The super for a buck 1180. Turn the page. Go on to race number 2. It's a group of trotters. Reduced field of 5 now. With the scratch of number 3, he's a big deal. And for 6, Willie Strike make the driver read Sam Filion. Upcoming second race. Scratch the 3. Sam Filion now driving 6, Willie Strike. The 5, Road Promises, the filly. By Holiday Road, tries to make it 4 in a row over London. Exactor try super. The early pick 4, starting up next in 6 minutes. The official rundown for race number 1. Keystone Taz was second. The 2 would scratch. Odds on Kickoff, a gate-to-wire winner. Parsons finishing third. Miramichi David fifth. Burlesque Sealster 6th. Kincaid Sealster finishing fourth. From the top, a 2, scratch 1, 3, 5, 6, 4. 5 minutes away from the upcoming second race. And again, wager early throughout the evening. Horses will post parade and pretty much go to the starting gate. There's not a whole lot of time between the post parade and going to the gate for our horses tonight. Double will pays are now posted here. Favorite to complete it, number 5, Road Promises. Again, that filly tries for 4 in a row tonight. Next choice in the doubles were the 4, HA Code Red. Some mild action for the 6, Willie Strike, and the 1, Lunar Halo. 4 minutes out from the early pick 4 next. We mentioned early pick 4. Well, it starts up here in race number 2. We've got some ticket ideas right now, brought to you by Abode Home Comfort in this opening leg of the pick 4 play. Number 1, Lunar Halo. Big value in the morning line right now is an even money favorite. Compact field of 5, now at the scratch of 3. So Lunar Halo's been racing from well off the pace in his young racing career. Been finishing up very strong in his latest 2. Tonight could be the night for Lunar Halo. Alfie Carroll, rail advantage here. We're also going to include the 4, HA Code Red. Has been a beaten favorite a few times. He is a winner last season over London. 2-5-2 victory in late November. And then there's the 5, Road Promises. She's been almost perfect here in London. Winning her last 3. She was a winner here on New Year's Eve at a big price. Last couple of starts. Now, she hasn't been the favorite in her last 2, but she's been on the lead and winning. And right now, she's a 6-5 second choice for Team Horner. The 5, Road Promises, a must-play here in the early pick 4. Third race, we've singled up the 4, Just Ask Joe, because I have never seen him in this easy in his young racing career. Foyer a stallion son of your nemesis, likely to be on or near the lead in there. It's the drop and pop time for Just Ask Joe, I believe, in race number 3, my single. Fourth race, Trotters. We're using Teasing on the Rail, then Living at Large. And the 5, Verla Kemp, who's back with us tonight after a few starts over Woodbine Mohawk Park. And then we've gone deepest in the final leg. Deepest of all there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Like that. Kind of wide open on that high 5. So we'll hope for a price player on the end of this pick 4 play. Robert Reed Jr. His best go on the early pick 4 this evening. Second race, he's trying Lunar Halo, Road Promises. Those are the 2 that are taking the heaviest action in here. Third race, he's touring Just Ask Joe, Dark Side of Wicked, who pulled off the upset last week. Fourth race, his single. Robert Single is the 2, Living at Large, Loving the Chances for Lauren House. Lauren, as mentioned, has got a great lineup with us this evening. A single for Robert in the 4th. It's the trotter, Living at Large from post 2. And Robert goes deepest of all as well in race 5, the final leg of the pick 4 plays, using Katie's Delight, Rock and Pebbles, a Greystone Cheeto, and L'Argent Lightspeed. Like that for Robert on the end of the pick 4 play. Best of luck if you're coming along for the ride. Best of luck if you're coming up with your own pick 4 ticket ideas. The pick 4 starts here in race 2. Just getting word from our racing officials now. They're going to go back to race 1 and set the track condition is good with a 2-second variant. So again, in speaking with racing officials just now, they're going to go back for race number 1, set the track condition as good with a 2-second variant. Live racing scheduled to return tomorrow evening, a 5:50 start time. Back into it Wednesday at 5:50. The Friday night card as well at 5:50. Back on the 4 days per week racing schedule here in London. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday evenings, all 5:50 start times. Updating the live money from an almost $15,000 Pick 5 pool, race number 1. Little more than half that pool still in play after the 1-5 heavy hitter odds-on kickoff was starting things up. A live shot from our paddock there as we await the horses to post parade for race number 2 of 10. Again, this one starting up the early Pick 4 play. Horses will be post-parading and pretty much going to the starting gate following that. A very little time between a post-parade and going to the gate here throughout the racing action this evening. Wager early to avoid being shut out. In this second race, number 1, Lunar Halo, closed up very strong in his latest 2. He's definitely one to consider on this Pick 4 play. A 3-2, a lukewarm favorite just ahead of 5 Road Promises as that filly tries to make it 4 in a row tonight. Race 2, Trotter stepping out on a post parade here. These are non-winners, 10,000 lifetime. Some of the maidens, we've got a couple of winners in here as well. Maiden Trotter on the rail here in number 1, Lunar Halo, 3-year-old colt son of Archangel, racing for Angie and Alfie Carroll. Angie trains brother Alfie in the sulky. Number 2 will be Royalty, racing for owner, trainer, driver Brad Moore of Sarnia. 3 was scratched. Next on parade, it's the 4 HA Code Red for Arlene Hussel, Nancy DeHulster, and Jack Ray. They're all in the ownership line with Jack training Scott Ray in the sulky. And then 5, Road Promises. This filly will try to make it 4 in a row over London this evening. She's owned by RAW Equine Inc. along with Mark Horner. Mike Horner training and driving this 5, Road Promises. And then an outside chance for 6, Willie Strike. Owned, trained, and bred by Bill Meggins of Guelph. Sam Fillion now listed for the drive. Put Sam Fillion in the sulky of 6, Willie Strike. Reduced field of 5 on the trot for this Exactor, Try, Super, and an opening leg for a pick 4. So number 1, Lunar Halo, took all the early action, those drifted up now to a 7-2 price. Lunar Halo closing up very strong, and each of his last 2 gets a great shot to break his maiden with ease. Less than 2 minutes now. The countdown clock is rolling. Here's this 5, Road Promises. Pretty much perfect here in London. She has been perfect since her return to the races here New Year's Eve. Winner off the pocket ride at a nice price, and since then it's been gate-to-wire victories for this daughter of Holiday Road. And again, a win tonight would put her in the winner's circle 4 straight over London. 3-5 favorite here, just about a minute left. Number 4, HA Code Red. You can look through the program lines there. He's been the favorite every time since winning here. On November 29th, he was a 5-1 shot in winning, and since then he's been the favorite every time, though he has missed the winner's circle since that maiden victory late November. There is still time for wagers here on race number 2 of 10. This is the early pick 4 getting set to start up. Final call for wagers. The gate is moving. Just getting word of claiming action as well here. Up in race number 3, a single claim has been entered on number 4. Just Ask Joe. Again, a single claim for 4. Just Ask Joe in race number 3. So lining up in behind the gate. Reduced field of 5 on the trot, being a Lunar Halo, then Royalty, HA Code Red, Road Promises. And on the outside, Willie Strike. It's a field of 5 all on gate for this. Picking up speed. Here they come. They're off. Road Promises. The Holiday Road filly wants to be up close again for Horner. She is leading into that opening turn. Willie Strike is up on the outside, trotting from second, gapped off in third, a Lunar Halo. Then away in the 4th spot was Royalty, the earliest trailer, HA Code Red. So the odds-on choice, Road Promises, coming in off of 3 straight victories over London. She'll try to remain perfect here in 2025. She's going to Diddle them by the quarter mile in 31 and 3. That's right, just diddling and dawdling here into turn number 2. Not going much at all here, these trotters. Road Promises in complete control here with Willie Strike at 9-2. Pocket sitting. A little bit closer at a third. Lunar Halo, the big long shot, Royalty, looks at it from fourth and still trailing is HA Code Red, still on hold for Ray. Single file up and towards this half-mile station. No challengers, no takers. For the favorite, Road Promises broke the beam at the half and 5-1. Road Promises still on top. Willie Strike still following the Hoarder. Helmet in second. Lunar Halo looks at it from third. HA Code Red getting underway is taken fourth best on the outside, and now trailing the field is Royalty. They're on the backside, and it's the final time, and the pace, it will quicken. Road Promises is still the leading lady here. Willie Strike, he's thinking about it. Willie Strike is pocket pulling here now for Filion after three quarters, 137 flat. A final turn action, still going forward, still strong here is Road Promises out there in second. Willie Strike saving ground. A Lunar Halo tipping three wide. HA Code Red. Royalty trails into the stretch they turn. Road Promises trying to go downtown again. Willie Strike is trying to come to her. Nowhere to go for Lunar Halo. Road Promises, 4 in a row for Team Horner. Lunar Halo was second best over Willie Strike. It got close for fourth. Royalty was trying to hit the fourth spot at 40-1 to 8-1. Road Promises. So the 5, Road Promises, remains perfect here this season. 3 for 3, 2025 after scoring here on New Year's Eve. A 5-1, 6 and 4. So the 4, HA Code Red, was holding fourth in a photo with the big long shot Royalty. Back to victory lane once again. Road Promises, 3-year-old daughter of Holiday Road. And I Promise Not to Tell by Angus Hall, bred by Beechwood Acres of Burlington. She's owned by Mark Horner and RAW Equine Inc., with Mike Horner training and driving this filly to 4 straight over London. Winning caretakers are out there with the filly. Road Promises. Gate to wire over London tonight to 8-1. Again, that would be for 4 in a row. She remains perfect in 2025. Congratulations. Race 2 went official, 380 for Road Promises. The chalky double, 680. Exactor came back at 1380. That's all right for those two. Dollar try, 1525, and a super for $1. 32 even. Rolling right along here, third up and coming, back on the pace for it. Scratch the 6, Crazily. Put a blind bridle on 7, Toretto. And a single claim has been entered on number 4, Just As Joe. Exactor try super, a pick 3 opportunity. Coming up in the third, 6 minutes to think about it. The official rundown for race 2, Lunar Halo, was all dressed up, nowhere to go there to be second. Royalty was fifth. 3 was scratched. HA Code Red fourth. Road Promises a winner for 4 in a row, and Willie Strike finishes third. From the top, 2, 5 scratch, 4, 1, and 3. Just been informed of another late scratch for later on in tonight's program. If you want to turn over to race number 10, just been informed of a late judges scratch for weather number 6 Cellular. In race 10, remove 1, 4, and 6. The latest scratch was 6 Cellular in race number 10. Al-Anon Post Parade for race number 3 of 10. Group of $8,000 claimers on the pace here, led by the one he's touring for RAW Equine Inc. and Mark Horner with Mike Horner training and driving. The Horners trying to come right back in here. Post 2 for Keep It Dirty, Austin Sorey for Dewey Whittam and Howe. It's Sheldon Rose training, Austin Sorey driving 2. And then 3 Back Street Boogie, Lauren House driving for owner, trainer Doug Curry. Number 4, Just Ask Joe with a claim entered. Owned, trained, and bred by Heather Pickett, Sam Fillion in the sulky. Number 5, Dark Side of Wicked, coming in off the big upset for owner, trainer Gary MacDonald. Paul McKenzie stays on. 6 was scratched, 7 outside for Toretto. Toretto racing for owner, trainer Jack Ray of London. Scott Ray will be driving the blind bridle for number 7, Toretto tonight. And again, the claim entered. 1 claim entered on 4. Just Ask Joe here. Exactor try, super, and a pick 3 play. So there is a look at number 4, Just Ask Joe. Now, I've noticed this horse ever since he began his racing career. He's a rookie, former rookie pacer of the year here in London, and finds himself in likely the easiest spot he's ever had since he began his racing career. So Just Ask Joe trying for the drop and pop in this one, leaving right behind the car for Sam Fillion. 1 claim is entered for this 4. Just Ask Joe, the 4-year-old stallion son of your nemesis. Just over a minute left. Less than a minute now, getting a look at this 5. Dark Side of Wicked pulled off the big upset last time out, 26-1 winner. McKenzie stays on for MacDonald. Race number 3 of 10. Gates moving. In behind the gate, he's touring. Keep It Dirty. Backstreet Boogie. Just Ask Joe with the claim hitter. Dark Side of Wicket. And Toretto to make it 6 across. They are picking up speed. Here they come. Off and pacing. Just Ask Joe went out looking for the lead. Immediately to pocket up here in second. A Dark Side of Wicket. He's touring away in third up on the outside. Moving into fourth. Toretto. Then in the fifth spot, Keep It Dirty. The earliest trailer gapped off was Backstreet Boogie. Up and towards the quarter-mile station they go, and they're all behind the heavy favorite, Just Ask Joe. Just Ask Joe, comfortable up front here. His lead is 2. The Dark Side of Wicket second. 29-2. A pretty quick quarter mile over the good going here for Just Ask Joe. Just Ask Joe on top with second best. Dark Side of Wicket. Tight lines there for McKenzie. He's touring all alone, traveling third, coming ahead of Toretto. Then it's back to Keep It Dirty and still a gapped off trailer in Backstreet Boogie. Single file on this half-mile approach. Just Ask Joe being left alone here. Continuing to follow along in second, a Dark Side of Wicket. Third and in for He's Touring, switching wide and taking fourth best now on the outside. That is Keep It Dirty getting underway for Sorry. Toretto is along the inside to be fifth, and catching up to them now is Backstreet Boogie showing more interest. The half was a minute and 4/5. Just Ask Joe to lead them on down the backside for the final time. He's touring, got right line from third, moving into second now. We'll try to gun down this leader on by 3/4, 131-1. It's time to go for Just Ask Joe. He's touring. Up and at him on the outside in second. Chased up third. A Dark Side of Wicket holding fourth is Toretto. It's an 1/8 of a mile left to go, and it appears to be coming down to these two. Just Ask Joe trying to see it through against the first up attacker. He's touring. He's touring. Went by. He's touring here at 8-5. The second choice goes on with it here for Horner. Just Ask Joe was second. Third goes to Toretto. Backstreet Boogie in for fourth at 30-1. It's the one He's Touring on top of 4, Just Ask Joe, then 7 Toretto, and 3 Backstreet Boogie. 1, 4, 7, and 3. You got the two favorites with a couple of long shots underneath. Right back to the winner's circle here is Horner. After scoring with the Philly Road Promises Race 2, they come right back here for the same connections with He's Touring. So Team Horner going 2 for 2 on the night. The 7-year-old stallion son of He's Watching out of Grand Tour by 4 Stars Shark, owned by RAW Equine Inc. and Mark Horner, Mike Horner, training and driving. Winning caretaker Page out with He's Touring here, winning 202-1, a 7th career win, his first of 2025. Congratulations. Race number 3 going official. There's the claiming action from the third. Number 4, Just Ask Joe, was claimed for $10,000. Now be racing for owners John and Greg McQueen. A trainer becomes Cameron McQueen. Just Ask Joe claimed for $10,000 from the third. So the third race prices are on their way. He's touring, returning $550. Exactor was worth $9.10. $1 try for $14.50. The super for $1 came back at 62 even. Fourth race up and coming. Scratch the 3 deal and double. 5 trotters for the fourth race. Exactor try, super, and daily double. 6 minutes. Race 3, order of finish. He's touring the winner. Keep It Dirty 6. Backstreet Boogie 4. Just Ask Joe 2nd. Dark Side of Wicked 5th. The 6 and Scratch Toretto finishes up 3rd. Team Horner going 2 for 2 on the night after scoring with the road promises for 4 in a row. They come right back with He's Touring in the 3rd. From the top, a 1, 6, 4, 2, 5. Scratch the 3. Trotters for the 4th. Again, Scratch the 3 up next. A heavy favorite in the early going, number 5, Verla Kemp, back with us after trying it over Woodbine Mohawk Park since mid-December. Live shot from our paddock there. The horses and drivers getting set to exit the paddock for a post parade of race number 4 in the 4th race. This 2 Living at Large will be racing up close again. Should be a solid player with this group. The horse players are thinking so as well. 1-2 fave status for number 2 Living at Large here. Lauren House trying for that second driving win on tonight. Race 4 Trotters on Parade, led by 1 Teasin, owned by the estate of Keith Wilson and Dean Wall. Dean trains and drives. Here's 1 Teasin. Number 2 Living at Large. Current favorite here at 3-5. Lauren House, Chantel Rice share the ownership. Lauren training and driving. 3 is out. The 4 is Muscle Up the Gold. Scott Ray will be driving 4 for Patricia Gibb. The trainer's Joe Shaw. And then 5 Verla Kemp, returning to London after trying it over Woodbine Mohawk Park, the big track. Since mid-December, here is the 5 Verla Kemp for Jordan McGrail, Deborah McGrail, and Matthew Chappell. John Yake trains. Paul McKenzie on board. Rounding out the field, number 6 Summer Crush. She'll try to double up here for Gino Toscani. The trainer Ashley Lenvoy. Garrett Rooney remains in the sulky. 5 Trotters then for the 4th race. Exactor Tri Super and a daily double. Catching score downs here. Number 2 Living at Large with a decent score down here for House. I could see this one on or near the lead. And if he makes front, be very tough to take down. I would assume a sharp winner 2 back when left alone on the lead throughout the early going. Living at Large, 4-5 odds-on favorite. In behind that one on a score down was number 1 Teasin, and Teasin got around cleanly on that bottom turn for co-owner, trainer, driver Dean Wall. So the could be the lineup there, the 2-1, 1-2 in this. Less than 2 minutes wagering time on race number 4. It's Trotters. Just about a minute left now. So number 5, Verla Kemp, she just finishing up her score down. Nice and easy through the bottom turn as she returns from the big track surface of Woodbine Mohawk Park. She's been here in London before, and she can get around this half. 4-1 action, a second choice right now with number 1 Teasin. If you're looking for a big value player, one that is catching my eye out there following the parade is number 6, Summer Crush. She looks fantastic. Now she does meet up with a bit tougher competition this evening, but a sharp winner in her latest over London. Summer Crush, the 6, just liking her look coming out of post parade tonight. Longest shot on the board if you're looking for a price player to go into your exactor tries and superfecta. Final call for wagers here on race number 4. Starting car rolling into position here. Trotters getting set to line up. Favorite continues to be number 2, Living at Large. Gates moving. On to the upper turn. It's a reduced field of 5 for this 4th race trotting event. From the rail out, it's Teasin, Dean Wall. Living at Large with Lauren House, then Muscle Up the Gold, Scott Ray. Verla Kemp, Paul McKenzie, Summer Crush. Garrett Rooney for 5 across. 1/8 of a mile from the start. Picking up speed. Here they come. And away they go. First to show, Verla Kemp to take them on out of there. Living at Large gets a big pocket to look at, but he's going to drive on here for House. Living at Large pressing on here, though Verla Kemp says, I don't think so. She drove on to grab a clear lead here as they straighten up for the backside run. Verla Kemp on the lead where she kind of loves to be. Second best is Living at Large, getting away in third, Teasin, and then trotting for Summer Crush. Coming ahead of Muscle Up the Gold under tight Scott Ray lines, trailing 30-2. Soft opening panel here for pace setter Verla Kemp, who's got Living at Large at 1-2, sitting in the pocket. Teasin continues to go on hold there in third. Fourth best for Summer Crush. And continuing to trail, Muscle Up the Gold. Up and towards the halftime station. Verla Kemp's getting some respect on her return from the big track. Verla Kemp leads with 1 lap to go here. The half was clocked in 1:03. It's a peak to the outside now in second for Living at Large, the favorite. Set to mount a challenge here as they get on by the 5/8. Verla Kemp still going forward. Living at Large chased up in second. Teasin is picking it up there at third. Summer Crush outside fourth against Muscle Up the Gold. It's the backside, and it's the final time. And Verla Kemp still going forward here, up and by 3/4. 1:33, so they were 30 flat through that third quarter tilt. Verla Kemp tried to hold off the favorite. Living at Large, gapping in third was Teasin. Fourth and in for Muscle Up the Gold. Summer Crush now finds herself trailing, and now a clear lead of 2.5 lengths for Verla Kemp. Verla Kemp, she's good to go tonight. Verla Kemp here, the daughter of Archangel. Gate to wire over London Mackenzie for Yake. Second best was Living at Large, then Teasin, Muscle Up the Gold, and Summer Crush 2, 3, and 4. Number 5, Verla Kemp on top here at 2-1. Winning over 2, Living at Large, the 1 Teasin, and 4, Muscle Up the Gold. 5, 2, 1, and 4. The veteran Southpaw Paul McKenzie returning to victory lane aboard Verla Kemp, the 5-year-old daughter of Archangel, led a Passport to Love by Yankee Glide. Bred in Kentucky, she's owned by Jordan McGrail, Deborah McGrail, along with Matthew Chappell, John Yate conditioned, and Paul McKenzie driven to win. Verla Kemp was on top all the way to score in 2:03 and 4. Sixth career winner, first of 2025, comes on her return to London. Congratulations. Fourth race official, Verla Kemp, 6:30. Exactor, 11:40. Dollar try for $8.60. The Super for about $29.70. Fifth race up and coming, race 5, the 4, Greystone Cheeto now wears a Pelling Pacifier for the 4 in race 5. Scratch the 7, Lazar Mania, 7 starters for an exactor try and non-jackpot super high 5 play, 7 minutes to post time. Race 4, official rundown. Tease In was third, a Living at Large second. The 3 at scratch, Muscle Up the Gold fourth. A Verla Kemp was a gate-to-wire winner. Summer Crush finishes up fifth. The top down, a 3-2 scratch, 4-1. 5 on the bottom, just 4 minutes away from the upcoming 5th race. Again, a non-jackpot hi-fi play featured. The Pelling Pacifier goes on 4, Greystone Cheeto. Scratch the 7, Lazar Mania. Race number 5 then, live shot from our paddock. Pacers getting set to exit the paddock, stepping out on parade here soon in this 5th race. Number 5, L'Argent Lightspeed, likely gets forwardly placed here and may get a big piece of this high 5 pie. Odds on currently for the 5 L'Argent Lightspeed and Thiessen. Race 5, Pacers on parade. Group of $8,000 claimers here, led by the 1, Sweetest Hustle. Garrett Rooney stays on board for owner Daryl Curry. Doug Curry trains. Sheldon Rose owning and training number 2, Katie's Delight. Austin Sorey tonight. Rockin' Pebbles 3, Scott Ray driving for Ron Ash. Mike McLaughlin, Jack Ray conditions. Then 4, Greystone Cheeto, switching to the Pelling Pacifier tonight. Sam Taylor, Lauren House on the ownership line with Lauren training and driving. Here's the 5, L'Argent Lightspeed, current favorite here for owner-trainer Pat Bissett. Daryl Thiessen gets the call. Post 6 for the long shot, Diamonds Are Twine. Going out for owner-trainer Gary MacDonald. Paul McKenzie in the bike. 7 was scratched. Then 8 is Better Deal. Better Deal getting some class relief here for Gino Toscani, trainer Ashley Lenvoy. Jay Harris going on board tonight. That is your field of 7. It's the non-jackpot high 5, Exactor and Try up next. Here's Greystone Cheeto trying to get off the Schneid here. 5-1, make it 7-1 now. Price Player, the mare, gets a bridle change tonight. Lauren House switching things up, putting a Pelling Pacifier on this 4. Greystone Cheeto. One to think about here for the high 5 play. Less than 2 minutes. Just about a minute left here. Now we're going to look at that 3-5 favorite. This is 5. L'Argent Lightspeed has tons of gate speed. Let's see this one being forwardly placed. Again this week, was trying to roll gate to wire last time out. A little light on the end to finish 3rd. Daryl Thiessen goes back on board, this daughter of American Ideal. 3-5 for this 5. L'Argent Lightspeed, less than a minute. Starting car rolling into position. Your final call to get in on the high 5. Fifth race in London. Gates moving. $8,000 claiming mares on the pace are up next. From the inside, Sweetest Hustle, then Katie's Delight. Rockin' Pebbles, Greystone Cheeto in the center, then L'Argent Lightspeed and Diamonds Are Twine. Those are your 6 on gate, 1 late being Better Deal, 1/8 of a mile from the start. They're picking up speed. Here they come. Off and pacing Rockin' Pebbles with early speed up on the outside. L'Argent Lightspeed had the best getaway for Thiessen, crossed right on over. Grabs control, grabs pylon position as well. L'Argent Lightspeed out of the opening turn to bring them onto the backside. Her lead is 2.5 lengths to Rockin' Pebbles. Getting away in second, gapping slightly third with Sweetest Hustle. The midfield fourth for the class dropper Better Deal. That coming ahead of Katie's Delight. Next to last was Greystone Cheeto. And at the back of the bus was Diamonds Are Twine. Up and by the quarter mile and 29 3. 9-5 favorite L'Argent Lightspeed showing the way. Rockin' Pebbles. Tight lines in second. Sweetest Hustle continuing third. Considering the option to move from fourth is Better Deal. Better Deal still in the holding pattern now. She's out and rolling here for Harris, being chased up on towards the half mile. This is Better Deal coming after L'Argent Lightspeed. Gapping slightly in the fifth spot was Katie's Delight. Trying to go around that is Greystone Cheeto and still trailing. Diamonds Are Twine, the half up in 101 3. And it's still L'Argent Lightspeed. Leading them on the backside the final time. Getting pressed now by the first up challenger, Better Deal. Better Deal coming up quickly now upon L'Argent Lightspeed. Setting it up second over here. Now moving into third is Sweetest Hustle. Fourth and in for Rockin' Pebbles. The other three are well back now after three quarters. 131 3. L'Argent Lightspeed. The lead is down to a half length. Still coming on the wide side is Better Deal. Out there in third, Sweetest Hustle. Fourth and in, Rockin' Pebbles holding down the fifth spot. Katie's Delight into the stretch. L'Argent Lightspeed trying to see this one through. Better Deal won't give up. She won't give in. She keeps on coming. L'Argent Lightspeed just enough to hold off Better Deal, who's second best on this night. Rockin' Pebbles finishing up third to 3 3. How about that? Surprise to me and a surprise to many maybe here. It's a dead heat for victory. Hold up 5 and 8. A dead heat for the win. Between 5 and 8. This is unofficial. Got a pair of winners here in the fifth. It appeared to be the 5 L'Argent Lightspeed. I guess the final strides for Better Deal put her into a dead heat with the 5. So get a pair of winners here. This is L'Argent Lightspeed, a co-winner of the fifth race. 5-year-old daughter of American Ideal out of Shark Tale by Cam's Card Shark for owner-trainer Pat Bissett. Daryl Thiessen on board for this gate to wire dead heat victory. That's training win number 2 on the night for Pat Bissett. A Winback Farm winner in number 5, L'Argent Lightspeed. The other co-winner is the 8 Better Deal. She's a 6-year-old daughter, Better's Delight, out of United Ideal by American Ideal, racing for Gino Toscani. Ashley Lenvoy, the winning trainer, Jay Harris, was on board the 8 Better Deal for a dead heat victory, unofficial, here in race number 5. Another winner bred by Winback Farm. So again, surprisingly, a dead heat here with the 5 and 8, then the 3 Rockin' Pebbles holding third, the 1 Sweetest Hustle fourth, number 2 Kate Delight rounding out the high five play. So a multiple exactor try and high five payouts coming up here in the fifth race. Unofficial dead heat between the 5 L'Argent Lightspeed and the 8 Better Deal. Going official here in race number 5. Again, the dead heat is now official between 5 and 8. Exactor with 5 on top, $14.60. The 8 on top, $13.60. Dollar try, 5 on top, $30.90. And with the 8 on top of the try, dollar ticket, $30.20. The high fives, 20 centers. Get you back 40 and change with the 8 on top, 50 and change with the 5 on top. A couple of doubles as well. Onto the 5, $16.40. Onto the 8, $14.90. Pick 3 for 20 cents, $10.95. The pick 4 for $1, $156.50. And the pick 5, 20-cent return, came back at $50.98. 7 minutes to go on race number 6. It's the back half of this Monday evening program, set to begin race 6. Scratch the 6, Jim and Percy, opening leg of a late pick 5 in London. 6 minutes to post time. Here's that dead heat win photo from race number 6, the 5. Largent Lightspeed just appeared to turn her head slightly on the line. Caught me off guard. I was calling 5. Largent Lightspeed holding on over 8, but yeah, it appeared to be a dead heat in the end. There's the win photo to prove it. 5 and 8 dead heating on the end of the pick 5 play. We've got the late pick 5 starting up next in race number 6. All right, late pick 5. Ticket ID is brought to you by Abode Home Comfort. We're going to go deepest of all, the opening leg. We're trying the 2, 4, 5, and 7. Vicious Aloysius, Mr. Cheeseman, Belichick, and Favaro Sealster. Singling up the 4, Champagne Bettina. Absolutely nowhere to go in the latest, finishing second best right on the helmet of a winning driver, Don Rankin Jr., with Working It on Broadway. So Champagne Bettina likely looking for some open road in the 7th race tonight. My single, leg 2 of the pick 5 play. The 8th race is where we'll try the 5, Petro Angel, and 7, Missy's Magic Man. And then over to race number 9, we're on the 2, The Great Reset, 3, Last Shot, and 4, Royalty Beer. It's Preferred Trotters, featured in race number 9 of 10, and on the end of the pick 5 play, 2, Hot Fudge Sunday, 3, Made of Magic, and 8, BBC Sports Boy. Like that for me on the late pick 5. Robert Reed Jr. Back with us tomorrow evening remotely for the broadcast commentary, ticket ideas, and more. He's got 3 singles in the opening 3 legs of this late pick 5. He is going to the 7, Favaro Sealster to start things up. That one tries to make it 4 in a row over London. Our claiming pacer of the year for 2024 at the Raceway, Favaro Sealster on the outside looking in here. A single for Robert, race 6. A single as well in race 7 with the 4, Champagne Bettina. And then the 8th race, number 5, Petro Angel, always in the hunt. Robert goes deep as the ball for race number 9. He's on the Great Reset, Last Shot, Royalty Beer, and Marvin Hagler. And round things out, he's on 2, a Hot Fudge Sunday, 3, Made of Magic, and 8, BBC Sports Boy. Like that for Robert on the late pick 5 in London. We'll see them on Post Parade for race number 6 here shortly. Here come your starters for race number 6. Group of $9,500 claimers on the pace, led by one, Kevin Dan Fraudsters. Doug Curry of Sarnia owns and trains Scott Ray in the sulky. Post 2 for Vicious Aloysius. Sam Filion goes on board for Tanya Lawson, the trainer Pat Bissett. Dewey Winham and Howe, the owner of 3, Aladdin Dulac. Sheldon Rose conditioned, Austin Sori driven. Then 4, Mr. Cheeseman, racing for Brad Douglas, trained by Scott McNiven. Lauren House. Here's Don Rankin Jr. owning, training, driving number 5, Belichick. Rankin sharing ownership with Melissa Gambling. 6 was scratched. 7 outside. Favaro Sealster will try to make it 4 in a row for Sally Charlton, Ashley Kerr, and Daryl Thiessen. Lindsay Kerr training, Daryl drives. Field of 6 now. For race 6, again, the opening leg of our late pick 5, Exactor Tri and Superfecta. Less than 2 minutes. Here's the 5, Belichick. Raced well last time, Eddie. Was flashing some early speed where they get over to the quarter quick, 29-1 over the good track. That's what we're on this evening. Good track this evening in London with a 2-second variant. Belichick off that last mile. I'm liking his chances in here. I expected value, though. He was 6-1 in the morning line. I was hoping for somewhere around 4 to 5 to 1. At this level, last time out, he's over 30 to 1 right now. He's 3 to 1, so maybe it's time to maybe look elsewhere for a price. I did not expect to see 3 to 1 on this 5 Belichick here in this opening leg of a late pick 5. Less than a minute now. Number 2, Vicious Aloysius. Sam Filion catch driving tonight. Trainer Pat Bissett. He's had a pretty good night thus far. He's a winner in race 1 with odds-on kickoff. And then he's dead heating in the 5th with Largent Lightspeed. Trainer Pat Bissett trying for that 3rd training victory tonight here with number 2, Vicious Aloysius. Still time. Here's Lauren Howe staying with Mr. Cheeseman here. Lauren would have had the choice between 2 Vicious Aloysius and the 4 Mr. Cheeseman. He opts for the 4. Going out for trainer Scott McNiven. Right now, a second choice at 5 to 2. Number 4 Mr. Cheeseman is 7. Favaro Sealster bumps back up in class after 3 straight easy victories over London. Gate is moving. It's the late pick 5. Still time. In behind the gate, field of 6 now. Kevin Dan Fraudsters on the rail, then Vicious Aloysius, Aladdin Dulac, Mr. Cheeseman, then Belichick. And Favaro Sealster. 1/8 of a mile out. Picking up speed, here they come. They're off. Favaro Sealster flashing early speed once again up between pacers, Aladdin Dulac, and on the rail, Vicious Aloysius was pushing on through. Vicious Aloysius on an early lead, still pressing on the wide side. Favaro Sealster getting the absolute worst of it here. He was 3 deep all the way around that opening turn, battling on for second. Aladdin Dulac protecting the inside lane was Kevin Dan Fraudsters. So, Vicious Aloysius has a couple of picks on the outside here. Number 3, Aladdin Dulac, and the 7, Favaro Sealster, both in for a long night at the office here in London. 29-1, quick opening quarter mile, clocked up by Vicious Aloysius, just coasting now at 4 to 1. Kevin Dan Fraudsters for the Great Journey here in second. Out there in third, long shot, Aladdin Delac. Buried in fourth was Mr. Cheeseman. The parking ticket again for the 7, Favaro Sealster. And trailing the field, Belichick. 101, 31 and 4. Second quarter breather for this leader in Vicious Aloysius. Kevin Dan Fraudsters, he's thinking about it. In second, back on to take third will be Mr. Cheeseman. Stalling between pacers, Aladdin Delac. Favaro Sealster up on the wide side. Would have to do it from last now as Belichick was pushing on through. Up and towards three quarters they travel. Vicious Aloysius still doing good things up front. Kevin Dan Frosters pulling from the pocket. The wide side for Mr. Cheeseman. Belichick, who was last, now finds himself in third. Only a length and a half off the lead, but he's all dressed up with no place to go here. 1/8 of a mile left to go in London. After three quarters, 131 and 1. Kevin Dan Fraudsters trying to wear down the pace setter. Vicious Aloysius. Belichick knifing on through. Kevin Dan Fraudsters. Belichick coming to him. It appeared to be Kevin Dan Fraudsters holding off Belichick. 2:02. Gutsy winning effort there for Kevin Dan Fraudsters here at 5-1. Holding off Belichick, who was coming on through. Finishing up third, pace setter Vicious Aloysius. And then Mr. Cheeseman fourth. 1-5-2-4 unofficial. Kevin Dan Fraudsters coming back here. A 9-year-old gal that's done it better than Cheddar out of Jet Newton by Jeremy's Jet. Owned and trained by Doug Curry of Sarnia. Scott Ray on board for this victory. A pocket ride to victory. 2:02. Kevin Dan Fraudsters' 19th career win, his first of 2025. Congratulations. Race 6, it's official. Price is posted $13.10 for Kevin Dan Fraudsters. Exactor worth $67.20. Dollar try $121.45. The super for $1, $169.90. 20 center coming back at $33.98. Turn the page. Go on to race number 7 for Trotters. It's going to be Trotters for our final 4 tonight. An all-trot pick 4 play starting up next in race 7. Exactor Try Superfecta also featured here. Again, an all-trot pick 4 play starting up race 7. 7 minutes to post time. We'll come back with some ticket ideas here in a bit. Race 6, official rundown. Kevin Dan Frosters, the winner. Vicious Aloysius third. Aladdin Delac 6. Mr. Cheeseman fourth. Belichick was second. The 6 and scratch for Varl Sealster finishes fifth. From the top, a 1, 3, 6, 4, 2. Scratch 5. Late pick 4 starting next. All right, it's the late pick 4 starting up here in race number 7. Ticket ID is brought to you by Abode Home Comfort. For me, I've gone deep as the ball in the opening leg. We're going to try the 2 Lucky Rascal, 4 Champagne Bettina, 5 Holly Road, and 7 Lincoln's Landing. All appear to be players here. The opening leg of the pick 4 play. Over to race 8. 5 Petro Angel and 7 Missy's Magic Man. Pegged as the top players in race 8. 9th race, preferred event, the Great Reset, Last Shot, and Royalty Beer. Royalty Beer has been here in London before, racing in Ontario Sire Stakes action. It's been a few years, though, so Royalty Beer returning to make his second start over London. And over into race number 10 on the end of things, 2 Hot Fudge Sunday, and here it's a rail. 3 Made of Magic, it's Class Relief, and the 8 BBC Sports Boy, always in the hunt. Robert Reed Jr., his best go on the late pick 4 play. Again, these ticket ideas brought to you by Abode Home Comfort. Robert continuing with his singles. First 2 legs for Robert are singles in the 7th race. Champagne Bettina, heavy favorite here at 3 to 5. Then he's using 5 Petro Angel. Robert, always a big fan of that daughter of Archangel, Petro Angel, the 5, a single for Robert in the 80s. 4 deep in the preferred event, using the Great Reset, Last Shot, Royalty Beer, and Marvin Hagler. And then on the end of it, Hot Fudge Sunday, Made of Magic, BBC Sports Boy. Best of luck on this late pick 4 in London. We'll see them out on Post Parade here shortly. 7 starters on Post Parade. Opening leg of an all-trot late pick 4 in London. Here's the 2. Lucky Rascal, owned by Aaron Swainson, Brickman, Peter Brickman Training, Austin Sori on board. A Lucky Rascal gets a shoeing change, aluminum to steel. Shoes in behind tonight. Number 3, Dusty Lane Wee. Up from the Maritimes, now racing for owner-trainer Gary MacDonald. Paul McKenzie here in the sulky. Number 4, Champagne Bettina. Locked and blocked second. Last time out for owners John and Cameron McQueen. Cameron trains. Daryl Thiessen trying for that driving double tonight. Lauren House up in the 5, Holly Road. Holly Road racing for owner breeder Fred Freer. Cassidy Schneider trains. Lauren House on 5. Then 6, Muscles of Plenty. Scott Ray will try to come right back here and upset them aboard Muscles of Plenty. Racing for Patricia Gibb, the trainer Joe Shaw. Scott Ray on 6. And then the outside chance for 7, Lincoln's Landing. Plenty of early speed to work with. This 4-year-old stallion, son of Tactical Landing, racing for Gino Toscani. Trainer Ashley Lenvoy, driver Jay Harris. This combination will try to double up on tonight's program after dead heating with Better Deal back in race 5. Less than 2 minutes wagering time on this late pick 4 in London. So Champagne Bettina here on January 14th rode the pocket in behind, working it on Broadway. A very tough customer when on the lead, working it on Broadway. So Todderborth was catch driving on that occasion. Never found any room at all. She was right on the Rankin helmet, finishing up second best in the latest. Just nowhere to go for 4. Champagne Bettina. I could see her finding some open road in this one. Players have her bet down to 3-5. Of course, Champagne Bettina, our claiming trotter of the year. 2024 at the Raceway, leaving right behind the car. And again, she's a 3-5 favorite here. Favorite to start up this late pick 4 in London. Less than a minute. Number 2, Lucky Rascal inherits the rail now with the scratch of number 1, and the Connections decide to switch things up for back shoes. So aluminum to steel shoes in behind tonight for number 2, Lucky Rascal. Right now a 9-5 second choice. The starter calls the horses. Outside chance here for 7, Lincoln's Landing. Again, the Connections of Harris, Lenvoy, and Toscani will try to double up tonight after dead heating with Better Deal in the 5th. They've got an outside chance with 7, Lincoln's Landing here. Gate is moving. Final call to get in on this late pick 4. Lucky Rascal on the rail. Then it's Dusty Lane Wee, Champagne Bettina, Holly Road, Muscles of Plenty, and farthest down in the wings here, Lincoln's Landing into the stretch. Trotters pick up speed. Here they come. It's the opening leg of a late pick 4 in London. It starts right now. They're off. Champagne Bettina went out looking for the lead up on the wide side. Lincoln's Landing between trotters was Muscles of Plenty. And along the inside, Lucky Rascal has pushed on through now for the pocket ride as they straighten for the backside run. Champagne Bettina is leading, though it appears to be Lincoln's Landing Now going to the top here. Could be some give. It could be some go. Here at this opening quarter mile, Lincoln's Landing was briefly leading. Champagne Bettina back out around and looping here following a hot quarter of 29-3. Champagne Bettina back on top. Lincoln's Landing went on hold here in second. Lucky Rascal looks at it from third. It's a peak to the outside there in the 4 spot as they come down in front of us for Muscles of Plenty. Muscles of Plenty actually parked out here. It was Dusty Lane Wee who was along the inside, getting passed now by Holly Road. Half clock's up. 1:01 and 2. Champagne Bettina will lead them on towards the 5-8 station. Lincoln's Landing all over the Thiessen helmet second. Lucky Rascal on hold there in third. Fourth and in for Dusty Lane Wee. Stalling now in fifth. Muscles of Plenty. And at the back was Holly Road. It's the backside. Final time. Champagne Bettina still going forward. Second best. Lincoln's Landing. Right lining from third. There goes Lucky Rascal up and after the favorite Champagne Bettina. And up there the toe up in fourth now for Holly Road, who has come from last. 1:33 and 2 for 3/4. Champagne Bettina trying to see it through. Lucky Rascal pressing. Pocket Rider, Lincoln's Landing, wide side, Holly Road. 3, make it 4 across for this drive home. Champagne Bettina clinging to the lead. Lucky Rascal up in time for Sorry. It got close for the deuce. Champagne Bettina trying to hold against Holly Road, finishing up fourth. Lincoln's Landing. A Lucky Rascal there tonight, 2-5. Good horse race there through the final stretch. Lucky Rascal up in the final strides to be there. Winning over 4, Champagne Bettina, then 5, Holly Road, and 7, Lincoln's Landing, 2, 4, 5, and 7, unofficial. Here's Lucky Rascal on his way back, a 7-year-old round gelding by Father Patrick. Out of up front, Lucky Carol by Andover Hall. Bred by Coyote Wind Farms of Ontario. Aaron Swainson Brickman, the winning owner. Peter Brickman trains. Austin Sorey driving. Here's your winning caretaker. Out to meet up with Lucky Rascal. Winner tonight over London in 2:05. Congratulations. Race number 7 going official. Lucky Rascal here, second choice at 8-5, starting up the pick 4. Returning $5.40 on a win price. Exactor came back at $11.40. Dollar try, $14.90. The super for $1.36.65. 8th up and coming. Reduced field of 4 now with the scratches of 3, 4, 6, and 8. Again, 3, 4, 6, and 8. Were all judges' scratches here in the 8th race. The 9 would not be moving in, so reduced field of 4, exactor try. Superfecta, I believe, still in play. And plus it's a pick 3 opportunity starting up in race number 8. Yes, indeed, the Superfecta still in play on this field of 4 coming up in race number 8, 5 minutes to post time. Official rundown for race 7. The 1 was Scratch. Lucky Rascal, the race winner. Dusty Lane Wee finishes 5th. Champagne Bettina 2nd. Holly Road 3rd. Muscles of Plenty 6. Lincoln's Landing 4. From the top, a Scratch 1, 5, 2, 3, 6, and 4. And 3 more to go. 3 trotting events remain on tonight's card. Again, the reduced field of 4 now. Multiple scratches. Due to the weather conditions, the judges' scratches for 3, 4, 6, and 8 to 9 would not be moving in. 2 minutes away. Exactor try, still a super, and the pick 3 opportunity starting up in race 8. So, coming up next month, the annual awards banquet, always a fabulous time. This year featured again at the Top of the Fair restaurant, Saturday, February 22nd. Gets underway at 5, starting a bit earlier this season. 5 p.m. for the reception, dinner, buffet dinner at 6. Then the awards begin at 7:30 with a dance to follow. Tickets just $50 per person, available at the race office, or you can email Amy O'Toole at westernfairdistrict.com. Always a great time in London, the annual awards banquet coming up Saturday, February 22nd. Can't wait. Awaiting starters to post parade for race 8. Another group of trotters here. Final 4 races on tonight's program, trotting events. In this 8th race, the 5 Petro Angel. It's the Robert Reed Jr. spot play on the night. It's been right there in recent starts, sitting on a win, possibly the 5 Petro Angel. Paul McKenzie going back on board for owner, trainer, breeder Darrell Laver. Here come the trotters then for race number 8. These are non-winners. 3,000 last 3 or 4,500 last 5. Also eligible tags of $15,000. Number 1, Global News. Garrett Rooney on board for owner, trainer Angie Carroll. Working it on Broadway, the 2 will try to double up here for Don Rankin Jr. Rankin training and driving, sharing ownership with Chris Adrian. 3 and 4 were judges' scratches. The 5, Petro Angel. Owner, trainer, breeder, Darrell Laver, Paul McKenzie going back on. 6 was scratched. The 7, Missy's Magic Man, owned and bred by Ron Corbett of St. Jacobs. Jason Ryan training, Jay Harris. Catch driving this evening, the 7, Missy's Magic Man. The 8 was a scratch. So, this field of 4 appears to be wide open here. Any one of 4 to begin tonight's Pick 3. Exactor Try Super also featured here. So number 5, Petro Angel, always in the hunt. It's gone winless, though, in a few months. Right there in recent stars, just yet to hit that winner circle since likely dating back to November. She's an 8-time winner last season, 24 career victories. She's fitting in well with these. I don't know. I don't see her showing early speed in here. I actually could see her trailing this field here in the early going, because to her right on the outside, Missy's Magic Man can absolutely fly off the wings. So Petro Angel likely to trail, but there's just 4 of them in here, so she's not going to be all that far back, and she can grind away as well. She's a great grinder. Petro Angel, 3-5 favorite here to possibly start up the Pick 3 play. Less than a minute. Here's the 7, Missy's Magic Man. Was liking her chances before, like them even more now. She moves in 3 spots With the scratches of 3, 4, and 6, she is leaving right behind the car, and she is expected to show her good early speed right off the wings of the gate. Missy's Magic Man could be your pace setter in here for Jay Harris. He's hopping on board for Jason Ryan, taking some time off following a spill here recently in London. We'll hope to see you back in the bike here soon. Jason Ryan, all the best on your recovery. Number 7, Missy's Magic Man at 7-2. He is a player. Starting car into position here. Final look at the longest shot on the board. Number 2, working it on Broadway. Finds a good spot to double up. There is some serious gate speed to work with. This handsome son of Broadway Hall is now a 53-time winner. And again, he finds a good spot where he can try to double up here for Rankin. Final call. Gates moving. Compact field of 4 here on the trot for race number 8. Global news on the rail with Garrett Rooney, then working it on Broadway, Don Rankin Jr. Petro Angel, Paul McKenzie, Missy's Magic Man, Jay Harris. Those are your 4. All on gate. A 16th out, here they come. They're off. Missy's Magic Man with some good early speed from that outside gate, crossing on over and grabbing control for Jay Harris. Missy's Magic Man was sailing to the top, working it on Broadway, got away for the 2-hole ride. Petro Angel, the mare, looks at it from 3rd. Gapping slightly in the 4th spot was Global News. So they've all got spots along the pylons early. Missy's Magic Man, a 9-year-old gelded son of Cadabra, showing the way and tapping things up just prior to this quarter mile. Just 30 seconds flat for Missy's Magic Man right there in the pocket, working it on Broadway. Petro Angel content to sit 3rd for now, and with them in 4th was Global News. Not much separating them here at 3/8 completion, and no movement yet coming towards Missy's Magic Man. The halftime leader will be the Missy's Magic Man, second best, working it on Broadway. Now here comes your grit grinder, Petro Angel. She is up and after the leader, following a half of 2 and 1. Nice breather for the leader, Missy's Magic Man. Petro Angel right on the wheel now and challenging with just over 3/8 left to go. Inside, traveling 3rd, working it on Broadway. Global News now underway from 4th, trying to gain on the front 2 that are picking it up big time. This is Petro Angel up against it. Missy's Magic Man will try to take her on. Poised possibly in 3rd. Global News for Rooney, and he shuffled 4th for working it on Broadway. 131 4 for 3 quarters. 29 3 through that 3rd quarter tilt, and Petro Angel is going to spin them in. Global News on the outside to take second, so the mares are 1-2 with less than an 8 to go. Petro Angel, she is almost there. Petro Angel for her 25th career win. McKenzie on board for Labor. A Global News second. Missy's Magic Man 3rd, and working on Broadway, finishing up for 2-2-2. Petro Angel with her grit grinding way. She's a winner here tonight in London. The mares finishing 1-2 for the exactor. Petro Angel on to Global News. Then came Missy's Magic Man working it on Broadway. 5-1, 7-2 unofficial. Here's Petro Angel coming back, a 7-year-old daughter of Archangel out of Sassy Dreamer by Taurus Dream. Owned, Trained, and Bred to Win by Daryl Laver. Winning caretaker Leanne meeting up with Petro Angel. Paul McKenzie on board for the victory. Again, she was grit grinding on this night to score in 2-2-2. Congratulations. Eighth race official, 3:30 for Petro Angel. Exactor came back at 11 even. Dollar try for $9. The super for about $20.70. Our ninth is next. Top class trotters. Preferred action up next. Scratch the $5 Bucktober. Reduced field of 5. Exactor try. Still the super. And a late double starting up in 6 minutes. So the rundown for Race 8 Global News second, working under Broadway for 3 and 4 and scratched. Petro Angel a winner, 6 scratched. Missy's Magic Man third. The 8 on the bottom was a scratch. Top down, 2, 4. Scratch, scratch, 1. Scratch 3. Scratch on the bottom. Ninth is next. Preferred Trotters. For a purse of 12,000 even. Scratch the $5 Bucktober. Exactor try super. Late double begins next. Opening up as a heavy favorite. Number 4, Royalty Beer, after coming back to Ontario, going 2 for 2 in 2025. Bumped up in class for this. He's got some quick miles over Flamborough, but meets up with preferred types over London. 1-9 for Royalty Beer. Top class trotter stepping out here. Preferred event for a purse of $12,000, led by the one Heavy Duty. This one owned and trained by Natalie Elliott of Clinton. Alfie Carroll on board for the catch drive. Lauren House, Chantel Rice share the ownership on 2, The Great Reset with Lauren. Training and driving our Age Trotter of the Year 2024 at the Raceway. And 3 is Last Shot for owner-trainer Britt Kennedy. Garrett Rooney driving this 3, Last Shot, our 2024 Age Trotting Mare at the Raceway. Number 4, Royalty Beer, back with us in London. Ikety Maguire Inc. of Quebec owning a J.F. Maguire train. Sam Fillion driving this 4, Royalty Beer, trying to go 3 for 3 over Ontario tracks in 2025. 5 was scratched, 6 outside for Marvin Hagler, making his first start of the 2025 season for owner Mary Pettin and Mark McCory. Mark does the training. Austin Sorey drives 6. Marvin Hagler in his season debut. That's a field of 5 top-class trotters, Exactor Try, Super, and the Daily Double. Less than 2 minutes. So number 2, The Great Reset, offering here at 4-1 currently. Rare Miscue in his latest, though he did get back down trotting quickly following his miscue just after the 5/8 of his latest. And come on to grab 5th over the good track. More than capable with these if he can find himself a spot up close. The Great Reset, son of Resolved, coming in off of 10 victories in his 2024 season, looking to hit the top 3 finish for his first time on this calendar year. This is The Great Reset, again holding at 5-1. Less than a minute. Here's number 3. This is Last Shot. It's the girl, and she's taking on the boys. I caught her warm-up. She was very, very sharp on warm-up tonight for owner-trainer Britt Kennedy. Garrett Rooney stays on the drive. Again, our aged trotting mare of the year. 2024 in London. We'll celebrate her, and along with a host of other top performers from last season at the Raceway. Our awards banquet coming up next month on Saturday, February 22nd at the top of the fair. Starter car is moving into place. Final call for wagers. Heavy favorite continuing to be 4, Royalty Beer, who's going to face a tougher tonight. We'll try to make it 3 for 3 over the half ballers in Ontario after 2 sharp gate-to-wire victories over Flamborough. In his latest 2, he's been in London before in Ontario's Sire Stakes action. Second trip around the Forest City Oval for Royalty Beer, the 4, here tonight. Again, the preferred trotters, gate is moving. On the inside, Heavy Duty, Alfie Carroll, The Great Reset, Lauren House, Last Shot, Garrett Rooney. Royalty Beer, Sam Fillion. Outside gate for Marvin Hagler, Austin Sorey. Those are your 5. All on gate. Ninth race starters. Pick up speed. Here they come. It's the Tuesday night preferred in London. They're off. It's a Monday night preferred, right? Getting ahead of myself here. It's Royalty Beer to take them on out of there for Sam Fillion. Away in the 2-hole, Heavy Duty, trotting from 3rd, The Great Reset. Then it's the mare. Last shot going on hold in fourth. Fifth best in trailing, the returning Marvin Hagler out for his first go of 2025. So single file, the well strung out here, the compact field of 5, and bringing them on by the quarter. Royalty Beer here in 29-3. Heavy Duty will get the Great Journey here in second. It's the longest shot on the board. The Great Reset under very tight Lorne House lines in third. He's got to go. It appears the Great Reset will make a first up move here on the half ball approach. Royalty Beer is leading. Here comes the Great Reset up and at him on the outside. Heavy Duty looks at it from third. A toe up now in fourth for the Mayor last shot, and trailing Marvin Hagler. The half clock's up in 1:01. Royalty Beer takes off. He's found another gear here. Royalty Beer now on top by 3 full lengths. Giving chase second is the Great Reset, soon to be third. Last shot, Heavy Duty begins to gap off in fourth. Fifth is a Marvin Hagler. Through the backstretch, final time. Still large and in charge here. Royalty Beer is going to bring him by 3/4, 1:30-1. He just tossed a 29-1 third quarter at them. Royalty Beer leading. The lead down to 2. Now is the Great Reset. Inches closer in second. Last shot is third. Fourth best for Marvin Hagler. 8 left to go for Royalty Beer, and they can't get close. Royalty Beer at 1-5 appears to be as good as advertised here. He'll win the Monday Night Preferred. Royalty Beer makes it 3 for 3 in 2025. Second best might have been the Hagler. Marvin Hagler in a place photo with last shot. Then it was the Great Reset. Heavy Duty in 2:01. All alone on the line here. This was Royalty Beer. Was facing tougher competition tonight. Still an easy win there at 1-5. Royalty Beer. The place photo going to Marvin Hagler. Then it was 3 last shot and 2 the Great Reset. 4, 6, 3, and 2 unofficial. Here's Royalty Beer coming back, a 6-year-old big outlet son of Royalty for life. At a Beer Mags by Haba Beer. Owned and bred by Écurie Maguire Inc. of Quebec. J.F. Maguire. Winning trainer Sam Fillion listed to drive this one to a preferred victory over London. Just jogs here tonight in 2:01. Congratulations. Race 9 official 260 for Royalty Beer. Exactor 1190. Dollar try 1940. A super for $135 85. Our 10th and final is next. Group of trotters completing the card for an exactor try and non-jackpot. High 5 finale. Scratches of 1, 4, and 6. Reduced field of 5 for the non-jackpot high 5 finale. 6 minutes to post time. Top Class Rundown, Heavy Duty 5th, The Great Reset 4th, Last Shot 3rd, Royalty Beer was a race winner. Bucktober was scratched, Marvin Hagler 2nd. From the top, a 5, 4, 3, a 1, scratch 2. Our finale up and coming again. More scratches here on the end of it. 1, 4, and 6 were all weather scratches here in the finale, leaving you with a 5-horse field for the exactor try, non-jackpot. High 5 in 5 minutes. trotters on parade for our 10th and final race tonight. One was scratched. Number 2, Hot Fudge Sunday. A rail to work with now for Angie and Mary Carroll. Angie trains Alfie Carroll in the sulky. Made of Magic 3 for the estate of Keith Wilson, along with Dean Wall. Dean trains and drives. 4 was scratched. Number 5, Peter Crown, Paul McKenzie. Tonight for owner-trainer Steve Watson. 6 was scratched. The 7 outside. She's under the radar for Gino Toscani. Trainer Ashley Lenvoy. Sam Fillion. And a trailing spot for 8, BBC Sports Boy. It's Lornhouse driving for Frank Chiaravelotti. The trainers Cassidy Schneider. 5 trotters on the end of tonight's card for the exactor try. And high five. So number 3, Made of Magic, steps away from preferred action after a 4th best finish to much tougher company last time out. Was finishing 4th to the likes of Treasured Tea, Insanity, Last Shot. Made of Magic finds a easier spot. Get the job done here for Dean Wall, co-owner, trainer, and driver Dean Wall with Made of Magic here. Even money currently to top the high 5 finale. Number 2, Hot Fudge Sunday. Gets a rail to work with, does his best work when he's on or near the lead. A winner, gate to wire, 2 back. And tonight a rail advantage. Likely to find him spot up near the lead. Less than a minute. Current favorite here. Surprisingly, number 8, BBC Sports Boy. This one is bumping up in class. Plus, it's that tough trailing spot to overcome. But the players don't mind right now. An even money fave in number 8, BBC Sports Boy. Seconds ticking down here. Your final call for wagers. It's our 10th and final. Up and coming. Exactor try. Still a high 5 in play. Starter is called for the horses. Gates moving. Back to even money for number 3, Made of Magic, 6-5 for the 8, BBC Sports Boy. Best value in my mind is the 2, Hot Fudge Sunday. Gets the rail advantage now to work with. So on the upper turn, Hot Fudge Sunday, Alfie Carroll, Made of Magic, Dean Wall. Peter Crown, Paul McKenzie. She's under the radar, Sam Fillion. Trailing out, BBC Sports Boy, Lorne House. 1/8 of a mile out. It's a finale field of trotters. It's go time. They're off. Peter Crown steps out for the lead. Longest shot on the board will be the earliest leader here for McKenzie. Peter Crown on top. Made of Magic away in second. Coming on through to be third now, Hot Fudge Sunday. Back up from the trailing spot now to be fourth. BBC Sports Boy, and having to take back. She's under the radar. Goes on hold in fifth. Pocket pulling. Made of Magic at 1-5. Dean Wall sending this one to the top just prior to the quarter mile without a tussle. Made of Magic broke the beam at the quarter in 30-3. And already puts 2.5 lengths on long shot Peter Crown, who's second. Third best and on hold there, Hot Fudge Sunday. BBC Sports Boy looks at it from fourth, gapping slightly now in fifth. She's under the radar. Halftime leader, unstressed and unchallenged here. Made Up Magic for Dino. At the half, 101-3, 31 flat through that second frame. Made Up Magic going forward against Peter Crown. Up on the outside, moving into third, is BBC Sports Boy. Hot Fudge Sunday is now in fourth, and still the gapped off. She's under the radar. Backside, final time, Made Up Magic going strong up front. BBC Sports Boy, a clear second, third and in. For Peter Crown, fourth and wide, Hot Fudge Sunday now coming on for Carroll. Over to three quarters, 131-4. Made Up Magic still doing good things up front. BBC Sports Boy holding down second. Hot Fudge Sunday continuing to make some small gains third. Down to these three. Made Up Magic brings them on home for Dino. Made Up Magic here at 1-5. Scores in the finale. BBC Sports Boy back on for the deuce. Then it was Hot Fudge Sunday, Peter Crown, and she's under the radar in 2-2 and 2. Made Up Magic on top here. 3-8-2-5-7 winning combination for that high five finale. Here's Made Up Magic coming back. 5-year-old gallant son of Looks Like a Chippendale from the striking Sabra mare, Boots and Hearts. Owned and bred by the estate of Keith Wilson, Dean Wall. Mel Wilson was also a breeder. Dean Wall training and driving this one to his 13th career win. Dino and Claire out for a victory in London in 2:02 and 2. Congratulations. Race number 10 going official here. 240 for Made Up Magic. Late double comes in at 540. Pick 3 for shy of $1. The dollar pick 4, 24.10. Exactor in the finale, 10.90. Dollar try, 9.05. The high five, 34.65. That's all right for what came in. The dollar pick 4, 24.10. The pick 5, 20 center, 26.20. That'll be a wrap for the live action tonight. The rundown for the 10th. One was scratch. Hot Fudge Sunday, third. Made Up Magic, a race winner. The 4 had scratch. Peter Crown, fourth. 6 had scratch. Then She's Under the Radar, fifth. BBC Sports Boy finishing up second. A mile of 2:02 and 2. A winning mile for Made Up Magic and Dean Wall. Again, that's a wrap for the live action tonight. We're scheduled to race tomorrow evening, another 5:50 start time. Back into it Wednesday at 5:50, Friday night as well. All 5:50 start times. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks to the horse people for putting on the show. and the horse players for coming along for the ride. For the Eye in London Sky, Sugared Oil, have yourself a great night.